Hi Bowl Bakers! Fall is upon us here in Southern California and I really feel like making some comfort food. So what better than an apple crisp with salted caramel sauce and cinnamon ice cream. Also, stay tuned to the very end of this video for a sneak peek at next week's recipe. So let's get baking. We're going to start out by making our crisp topping, also known as a crumble topping in Ireland. In a food processor, we're going to add in our flour, brown sugar, oats, cornmeal, almonds, or you can use pecans or walnuts, cinnamon for lovely warm fall flavors, and salt, because all baking needs salt. To our dry mix, we're going to add cold cubed butter, and then on with your lid, and we're going to pulse it until it resembles kind of big chunky breadcrumbs. You can also do this by hand. You just want to chop up your nuts and your oats beforehand as well, and then you can rub the butter in with your fingers. Now I've pulsed this for around 10 seconds, and what you're left with is a beautiful, lumpy and chunky and also fine crisp topping. Now I know a lot of you have already made crisp toppings and probably wondering why I'm showing you this, but it's a really great recipe and it's the best I've ever tried, so I really encourage you to try and bake this. I'm going to pop this topping in the fridge and we're going to get started on the fruit. The apples that I'm using for this crisp are Granny Smith apples, but you can use any good cooking apples. Just peel your apples and then slice and dice them. I like to dice them really small so they cook better and faster. Once all your apples are chopped, put them into a big bowl, and then we're going to add in brown sugar, some vanilla and corn flour. I also like to add a little bit of vanilla extract to give it an extra kick, and then just mix all this together. So now we're already at the assembly of our apple crisp. That's how easy this recipe is. You can make your crisp in one big dish, but I'm going to make them in individual sizes. And then just pile in your apples and get some nice juice in there to make a sauce. Once your apples are in there, we're going to add the crisp topping. Just pile this on generously. We're just going to make a nice little delicious home for the apples under the crisp topping. If you haven't already done so, now is a great time to subscribe to my channel for more great recipes like this one. Our oven is preheated to 375 degrees. We're going to pop these guys in the oven and take them out when they're golden brown and delicious. To accompany my apple crisp, I'm going to make Cinnamon Swirl no machine ice cream. And if you haven't already seen that video, I'm going to put a link in the description box below so you can follow the base recipe. To make the Cinnamon Swirl ice cream, simply going to add cinnamon or cinnamon swirl, like in a cinnamon roll, to the plain ice cream base. And then just gently fold it into your ice cream. You can make your ice cream the day before so it has time to freeze. A little tip for my no machine ice cream base: the less flavor and filling you put into the ice creams, the actually harder it is to scoop. So take the ice cream out, let it sit at room temperature for maybe 5-10 minutes and you'll find it much easier to scoop. It's time to check on our crisps. Look at these, they look amazing. The nuts are lovely and toasted, and the oats, I can't wait to try them. Top your crisp with your ice cream and your salted caramel sauce. You can find my signature recipe in my salted caramel trifle episode. Now this is my favorite part, the taste test. To me, this is the ultimate comfort food. So because variety is the spice of life, in case apples don't float your boat, I'm going to show you 2 different crisps you can do. Mix some sliced bananas with the same brown sugar corn flour mix, and again cover generously with your crisp topping. Another crisp, one of my favorites, is apple and blueberry. Simply mix in frozen blueberries to your apple mix. I like to use frozen blueberries because they're always picked in season, so they still taste great in the fall. And then on again with our lovely crisp topping. Then savor every warm, delicious bite. With all of these flavors, there is a fall crisp for everyone. As promised, here's a sneak peek at next week's video. These are guaranteed to get you up early next Thursday. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you back here again next Thursday for more bigger, bolder baking.